slavery happens here every day. The estimated, we have 100,000 to 300,000 children in the United States that will be trafficked every year. You ask yourself, how did I not know before? How did I not know that this palpable, significant, huge form of slavery that is in our streets, that is infiltrating in our youth all across America, how did I not know? And yet we all don't know. It is modern day slavery. I think the word slavery is so key because we like to think that in the United States, we're one of the most, advanced countries in the world. We abolished slavery a very long time ago. It's in the past. It's not happening now. What are you talking about slavery? That offends people. 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 5 boys is sexually abused. I mean, the rates are fantastic. Because if we didn't have the demand, we wouldn't have the trade. If we didn't have the demand, we wouldn't have the trade. And the men that buy the girls are our own brothers, fathers, friends, pastors. I'm telling you, it runs the gamut. Do the men, the children, the boys that start as teenagers, do they know when they buy that magazine what's going on the other end of that camera? I bet you they don't. And I bet you if you told them what's going on, there might be another reason for them not to choose pornography. Commercial sexual exploitation of children is basically it's sexual activity involving a child in exchange for something. It doesn't have to be money. It could be getting your nails done. It could be a meal. The faces of the girls being exploited are not foreign nationals, not the ones that we deal with. Not saying we don't have them, but it's not the majority of the children in the United States. It can be the quiet girls that go to your school, that are in school every single day, and at night they're turning tricks for their boyfriend. That can be CSEC. In human trafficking, we do see a majority of girls, so we often see more of the women that come forward to help these girls, but we also have, boys that are trafficked as well, or that are being socialized to think that pimping is okay. That's why we have to start at the teenage girls, the youth, because if we don't get them out now, there's very little chance. The harsh reality is there's very little chance later on of rehabilitating and getting them out. Children estimate that 1.6 million children run away from home each year in the United States. And 1 in 3 of the teens will be recruited within 48 hours of leaving home and becoming homeless. 70 to 90% of the children have been prior victims of sexual abuse. Florida is definitely at the very center of the sex trafficking routes. The prime areas are California, New York, and Florida. Massage parlors are actually hitting the newspapers as one of the now widely recognized means of human trafficking. Commercial sex act induced by force, fraud, coercion, or in which the person induced to perform it is not 18 years. There has to be a safe house in every jurisdictional area in every county for emergency and non-emergency, like long-term, for the girls. There has to be a place for them to go. Now, the stipulations and specifications of what that safe house can be, it could also be a foster home or group home, but it has to be available to non-foster girls as well, understanding that they're not the only ones that are suffering from it. And basically, it decriminalizes a child prostitute. It gives them a safe harbor by saying, listen, we understand as a society and as a legal system and as a state that these children need our help. This is a silent crime, so it's very difficult to get an idea of the real numbers of how many girls are being exploited. So if you suspect that someone's involved in human trafficking and you have any type of evidence and you don't think it's enough, this is one way to help. If you see it and you know the child's name and you know enough to be able to give a location that that investigator can go out and talk to the girl, you can make that call. We have to do something. We have to fight this fight, and we have to end it. We have to stop it once and for all.